Welcome to a What's for Lunch video. I've got an upper respiratory infection, so please excuse my voice. This kid's favorite chili was not good at all, but here we are, I made it. Along with the chili, I just made some Jif mix, used the box directions on the back, mixed that up and poured it into a pan. And then for the chili, you really just cut up, you use turkey, or you could use beef too, but the recipe calls for turkey. You use half an onion, and then you use 3 different canned goods. You use a can of tomato soup, a can of diced tomatoes, and a can of these here pork and beans. Back over here to the ground turkey, I'm throwing in some chili powder, popping the cornbread into the oven, and then adding the onions to the ground turkey. I added a lot more than what I showed here because I was trying to make it taste even slightly decent. Their recipe calls for you to just throw these three cans in and add brown sugar. I thought it was already too sweet. If you're the kind of person that really likes sweet baked beans or like candied beans, maybe you'd like this recipe, but it was just not my thing. And this is how I served it. Our next meal was Wingstop. This is me putting away the leftovers. If you don't have an air fryer, it's a great thing to have just to heat up things like fries or pizza. I like cold pizza, but my husband doesn't. Air fryer saves my life when I'm reheating things. One thing I've been doing a lot lately is doing wraps. So I did use the Boursin, don't know how to pronounce that. It's really rich cream cheese. I've since then started using just regular cream cheese and sprinkling dill and garlic powder on it, and I like it way better. I'm sprinkling some bell peppers, some tomato I had left over, some broccoli I had left over, some cheddar cheese, and then I'm going to roll up some ham, lay it on. And then I realized I had some carrots in the fridge, and if I grind up the carrots really small, or any vegetable pretty small, my kids don't seem to even notice or mind. If they asked what was in there, I would tell them. I'm not about hiding food. People do, but I don't. Then you'll see me like strategically place the green onion. I'm having like an OCD attack right there on camera. OCD happens when you feel like you've lost control of your life, and clearly my toddlers have ran me that day because I was being very methodical about my green onion placement. So there we have that. And then you just roll it up. And for the kids, I bought a pack on Amazon. I don't know how many, tons of these little animal picks. You can buy these novelty items to just make eating fun for the kids. And so I just cut it up, and then you hold it together with a cute little animal pick, which I'll show here just in a second. And they enjoy it like this. Sometimes I roll up a whole entire banana. First I'll put peanut butter and honey on the tortilla, and then put a banana in it and roll it up. You could even do regular peanut butter and jelly if you wanted, but tortilla roll up like a pinwheel like this just kind of creates a little bit of variety in their diet, which toddlers are, man, variety. So you do want to keep introducing variety because they can get stuck in their ways pretty hardcore. This next day, this is the batter. I had already made the batter. I didn't record any of that. I don't know what's going on. And I'll share that corn dog recipe because it is from Pinterest, and I really did like it. And here I am trying to stick a lollipop pick or something into the hot dog. I wasn't really sure what I was doing, and I put the batter in a cup, which ended up being a little bit too full, but we made it. And this batter it had a little bit sweet. I used cornmeal, and the recipe's in the description, but I just dipped it on in that cup and then put it in some oil. I didn't have enough oil. On a whim, I was like, I'm gonna make these, and then I realized I didn't have enough oil, so I used all of my vegetable oil, some olive oil, some walnut oil. It ended up being very expensive, but I did have my corn dogs. So as soon as I drop the corn dog in the oil, I turn it once pretty quickly just so the batter doesn't slide off. I don't know if it would, but just instinctually I was like, I should flip this right now. And then I just kind of keep tossing them around, and I've got my handy thermometer letting me know that oil is good at 350 degrees, and I really like those. Look, there's me giving it a thumbs up. Corn dog approved. The kids love those too. One thing that I grew up eating was banana, peanut butter, and honey. But most people would have peanut butter on the bread, then honey, then they'd cut up slices of peanut butter. But I grew up, my mom mashing it all into one concoction, and then she'd put it in the fridge. And after it sits in the fridge, kind of looks a little brown and weird, but you just mix it up and it's fine. But it is so delicious. So I put about that much peanut butter, more or less, depending on your taste. And then you just squirt some honey on in there, and you just mix it all around. And it is truly one of my favorite, maybe it's just nostalgia, but it really is so good. I feel like there's a huge difference when it's mashed all together and then when it sits in the fridge like for a few hours or even overnight the next day, putting it on bread. It's just so good. And that's how I like to eat that. I've got a little spinning bar. What's going on here? That's the way it looks. And then I just put it on bread. Or you could put it in one of those tortillas, and that's what we had for lunch that day. All right, I will talk to you guys later. I'm sorry this video was so short. I am very sick. If you can't tell, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.